Hi, I'm Hyundai the dietitian, and welcome to Healthy Made Simple, where I show you how to make healthy eating simple. In this video, I'm going to be packing lunch for work, so I wanted to take you along to show you what I'm going to pack to get my lunch together on this Monday morning. Now, I should have done this yesterday on Sunday when I had the time, but I didn't, and I have a few minutes before I have to leave for work, so I'm going to whip something together in my bento box. And I have done a video with this before. I really like using this for lunch because it gives me the opportunity to add in different items to each component, especially when I don't have enough leftovers to really make one full meal and I need to kind of bring things together to make it a nice complete meal. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to pack in my bento lunch box for today's lunch at work. All right, let's go. Now I'm going to start with this big compartment that I have here. Into this big compartment, I'm going to add some frozen rice to begin with. And I'm going to use this rice medley from Trader Joe's. I got one of these packs. All right, I'm going to cut that up and add this to the big container that's here. And it's going to probably use right around maybe half of this pack for my lunch today. Now, if you have time to do this in advance and actually cook up your rice in advance and put pre-cooked rice in here, you can. But this is going to sit in here for some time. So I know that it's going to start defrosting over time as we get closer to lunch. And then by the time I warm it up for lunch, I know that it'll be a good temperature. So first I have my rice in the compartment. Next, I'm going to add in some veggies, and I'm just using this frozen bag of mixed veggies that I have, and I'm just going to put that all over the top to add vegetables to my rice. There we go. And I do like using the frozen stuff on days like this to make it easier. And of course, if you can do this in advance and warm it up, you're more than welcome to, and this will probably taste better, but I don't have that time. I only have about 10-15 minutes before I gotta go, so I'm just throwing it frozen in there, and I know by the time I get to work and it defrosts and I warm it up in the microwave, it'll be okay. All right, so I got my frozen veggies in next. Next, I'm going to use my aroused marinara sauce and add that to the top of my rice and veggie mixture. Now, you might think that's kind of strange. This isn't a pasta. Why are you using marinara sauce? And if you've never put marinara sauce on rice before, give it a try. It works just as well, I would think. At least for me, I enjoy the taste of it. Pasta and rice are just different carbs, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to put marinara sauce on a different kind of carb, which would be rice. So I'm going to do a nice big drizzle of that marinara sauce all over. That's going to help flavor my veggies and my rice in there. There we go. And then I'm going to top it off with some shredded cheese. And we always buy this Kirkland 2-bag pack from Costco. That's the Mexican style blend. Feel free to use any shredded cheese you like, but this tends to be the most cost-effective option for us. So this is what I typically have around the house in terms of shredded cheese. And I'm just going to do a little bit on top just to make it like a cheesy, marinara saucy rice and veggie mixture. There we go. And this is what that looks like. Here is that veggie, rice, and marinara sauce and cheese mixture. For my protein, I'm going to use a chicken sausage. I get these from Costco. And since I don't want to deal with taking out a cutting board and all that, I'm just going to use my scissors to cut this up and put it directly into my container so that I have protein for lunch. So I'm just going to cut this up into little pieces to make it easier for myself when I am eating them today. Just little chunks of sausage to go in there. And I love using scissors for things like this, especially when I'm in a rush, because then I don't have to worry about taking out a cutting board and knife, and I can just chop, chop, chop with my scissors. There we go. Filled up my container with some sausage. Next, I have this little baggie of carrots. Now, these are regular carrots that I'd gotten to make beef stew, and I had some left over. So I just peeled them and sliced them up to make little baby carrots. But I'm going to put that in this middle kind of bigger container that I have from the smaller containers to have some raw veggies as an option on the side. Now, you can also do baby carrots, of course, which is basically the same thing. You could do cucumbers, celery, bell peppers, any vegetables that you like to eat raw. I find that lunchtime is a good time to do that. I'm more in the mood to do that for lunch versus for dinner time. So I'm going to fill this up with lots of fresh raw veggies. And when I am warming up this container, this whole container is microwavable. I'll just take out the baby carrots in there because I don't necessarily want those warm and going in the microwave. And then I'll be able to warm up the rest of it. So those are my carrots going in. And for the last compartment that I have left, I'm going to use a sauce cup that comes with this bento box to put some ranch in, to, of course, dip my carrots. As much as I love raw veggies, I don't like eating them just plain. I do need something to dip them in, and ranch is delicious. And this is just good old regular ranch. It's not like fat-free or whatever, just plain old Hidden Valley ranch, which is fine. I'm not using a lot. This is a tiny little container, and this is completely acceptable considering that I'm going to be eating all of those raw carrots along with it. So I got my little sauce cup, and I'm going to put that in my last container over here. And let me show you how all of this came together. And this is how everything came together. Here is that rice, veggie, marinara sauce, and cheese mixture that I had showed you. Here are my sausages that I cut up, my carrots, and my little container of ranch for a nice, complete lunch. This is what it looked like once I warmed it up at work. You can see how the veggies, rice, marinara sauce, and cheese came together. It was quite warm and steamy. And then I had my carrots with the ranch, and it was so delicious all together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped give you an idea of how you can make an easy lunch like this with a bento box, especially so that you can put together some healthy options even when you don't have the perfect leftovers to make a nice balanced meal. You can still whip it together with items that you have in your fridge, in your freezer, so that healthy eating becomes simpler and easier and more manageable for you. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for my future videos where I'll continue to show you videos like this that make healthy eating easy and simple. Thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.